Hey everybody, this is Cheryl Swift, the Duchess of Rock and Roll. I'm here in Nashville today with none other than my really great friend Chris Bandi. Chris Bandi's in the house. It is one of the most gorgeous days I've ever seen in Nashville today.
It is. It is up there. You should have been. Oh, you were here yesterday.
I
It
was here
beautiful
yesterday.
So
Yes.
when you come, the weather gets nice.
I'm
The
gonna
sun
move
shines.
here.
Please do.
Apparently,
Please do.
apparently
I need more golf.
the weather here is dependent upon my arrival. So Chris and I are here today at Biscuit Love. If y'all haven't tried it, you should. They're famous for this, which I think we'll try maybe after our interview.
I might try all 5.
Bonuts. Oh, he thinks he's going to eat all 5. He's not eating all 5. I'll give him 4. So anyway, Chris comes from back home in St. Louis.
Yes, the 314.
314.
314.
And it turns out Chris and I met officially about 2.5 years ago.
Almost to this day.
Yeah. So
A few months.
Few months off. But we were in Nashville. Turns out we have mutual friends. Then it turns out I know his mom. We grew up in the same town. Then it turns out we have all these other mutual friends.
It's a small world.
It is a small world.
And I've learned that the older you get, the smaller it gets.
Yes. And then all of a
Which is
sudden,
the craziest. And then you know everybody.
People are like, "Are you Gary Swift's daughter?" And I'm like, "Well, it depends." Are you
How
the
much does he
police?
owe?
Yeah. What was he in trouble? So yeah, Chris and I met, and I'd seen him the first time on American Idol. And he was on with my friend, shout out to Ethan Jones, our buddy back home. So how was that for you?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I wasn't on as long as I would have hoped to have been, but it was a blast, and it really propelled what I do now and helped me get to where I am, which is amazing.
Yes, well, I think that American Idol might have made a mistake, but that's just my opinion, and he's my friend, so I'm a little biased. But he's very talented. So now that American Idol came and went, and you got some recognition there, what's been going on with you since the big move here to Nashville?
I moved here, just celebrated my 3rd anniversary, and I have been writing like crazy since I moved to town. And that was the biggest thing. It was just meet everybody that you can, write as often as you can, find those people that you write well with, which I thought it would come a lot easier than it did. But 3 years of doing it, and I think I've kind of just started. I think I've got my foot in the door to figuring it out, and
Yes.
I don't know if I'll ever really have it all figured out and how this whole thing works, but I can inch my way along.
Yes.
And we have been this past year and a half has been amazing. We've been out on the road almost every single weekend. We played 70 some odd dates last year and got all over the country. We got to see some beautiful places. We got to get home quite a few times,
Yes.
which has been awesome.
The shows at home are really super fun.
And we've gotten to open for some amazing acts. We actually get to, we're heading to Rome, Georgia tomorrow to open up for Joe Diffie, which is going to be
Nice.
a blast. And we're heading down to Savannah, Georgia, and we got St. Patty's Day. So we
Nice.
got green on the mind, and
Yes.
it's going to be a blast. We're excited.
I'm sure
So-
you guys will just be having green water.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, I don't drink green water, so I'll have green whiskey.
Green whiskey.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
green
that'll be,
whiskey. I'm down with green whiskey. If you're going to have it, today's the day, right?
Exactly.
And this is the weekend.
Well, the weekend.
The weekend. We'll give you the whole weekend,
We'll
yeah.
extend it a little bit.
I'll give you the whole weekend. You know, it's fun to see someone that you know come into the business, and it's, they say what overnight success takes about 15 years. So
Something
you're
like
a couple years in.
Couple
years.
So I still got a few more hours of sleep, I guess.
Yes, I think it's right around the corner.
Right.
I think it's right around the corner. So what's coming up for you besides the touring? What's next for you musically?
We've just started a new project, and we're dropping new videos every Thursday as kind of a campaign, a throwback Thursday, a Chris Bandi throwback Thursday. So we're going to be playing some songs acoustically and videotaping them. Some songs that I grew up listening to, or that have helped influence the musician I am today, the songs that I write today. So we're really excited about it. We're going to start dropping videos every Thursday.
And where can people find those?
Find it at Chris Bandi Music on Facebook, Chris Bandi on Instagram, Chris Bandi Music on YouTube. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll get to see a side of me that you might not know or you might not have seen yet. So we're really excited about that.
Yes.
And we are in the studio recording some new songs, writing some new songs every day. So we're getting some new stuff out for y'all. So So stay tuned because it will be out soon.
That's awesome. So now I just want to say that our friend Michelle Bruce, shout out to you, Michelle. We're missing you here today. She introduced me to you and a lot of other songwriters. I know she's really been helpful. What's it like to have people around you to support you in that way?
It is indescribable, honestly. The fact that we've had so much support throughout our career from the start, from when I was playing little intermissions while people played at bars like Satchmo's.
And then he played it. Let's give a shout out to Sue's in Granite City.
Sue's in Granite City.
Sue's, Granite City, a hometown.
And just, that support and people coming out and always being behind us and wanting us to come home and coming out when we come home. Because it's, like I said, not like I said, but actions speak louder than words. And they come out in droves when we come home. We were 40 shy of selling out off Broadway.
Yeah, that show a couple weeks ago was outstanding.
So next time we come, 40 more people.
40 more. I'm on it. If all your really true fans bring like 2 people, we could get this done.
Exactly.
I fell short on my quota that night. I'm just kidding.
More than enough. But it's just a blast, and it's really, really, it means a lot, and it keeps us pushing to know that people are back there in our corner just wanting us to win.
Yes, so, and we do. I mean, the people who see you, you haven't taken anyone to see you that hasn't been like, whoa, that kid.
Right.
I mean, the girls like you, but in both your attractiveness and your music.
Well, that is 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And let me just say this about Chris. I'm going to brag on you a minute since you're my friend. One of the sweetest, nicest people in my life. The other night, he was so kind at his concert to this young lady. And he saw that my daughter was on FaceTime because she couldn't come that night, pulled it up on stage and brought his friend's daughter up on stage. And you're just such an authentic guy. I so appreciate that about you. Not only because I'm your friend, so I'm biased, but the way that you treat your fans and the people around you is rare. And so as I was saying before the trash man rolled through,
Oscar
the Grouch, making me grouchy with the trash. I just appreciate who you are with your fans, because I think one of the things in music that makes me appreciate artists more is their interaction with their fans. Because really, I think you might agree with me that your fans are your lifeblood.
Oh, very much so. Very much so.
And I love that at an early age you figured that out and that you're so generous with people.
Without fans, I could do what I do in my living room. Nobody would come to see me. Without them, what I'm doing doesn't mean anything.
Yes.
So they are the sole purpose of doing what I do.
Yes.
So it is awesome.
Well,
and by the way, I paid her $20 to say the nice things about me. So
he did not pay me.
So I think I might throw an extra 10 just for the nice words.
I think green whiskey might be in order later. It's a little early for green whiskey. We're doing this on the morning of St. Patrick's Day, so yeah. I don't know when this will be airing, but green whiskey might happen between now and the airtime. I'm not sure. The other thing I wanted to say before we wrap up the interview is Chris's parents are some of the nicest, most generous people. I love how your parents stand for you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean it really. To Jay and Susan, I just love you guys. I love the way you support your son. I love that he has a dream and that you want it for him as bad as he does, and that you take all kinds of steps and measures to help him.
Yeah, well, I won the lottery.
You really did win the lottery, and the parents.
Yes.
Not only are they great parents to you, they're lovely friends and lovely people in the community and in our lives.
Every time we go home or I bring them somewhere or they meet my friends, every time they say, "Man, your parents are awesome. We love your parents. We love coming home we love going to St. Louis to play shows because we get to hang out with your parents." So I don't tell them that. I try to keep that low so they.
This is going to be on the internet.
I know.
I'm sorry.
So, Mom and Dad, they love y'all.
Mom and Dad, I love you. He loves you. We all love you. So anything else you want to say before we wrap this up? I know you're getting ready to go write some music today.
We got a new one in the works right now. So I'm just excited about this new stuff, and I cannot wait for y'all to hear it. It's going to be awesome, and I hope y'all love it as much as I do, because we put a lot of hard work and blood, sweat, and tears into it. So we're excited.
Well, I'm proud to call him my friend. I'm proud of his music. You can check him out at chrisbandy.com. You can check me out at theduchessofrockandroll.com. I'm Cheryl Swift. This is Chris Bandy. We're here at Biscuit Love in Nashville. Check it out the next time you're in town. Have a great, safe St. Patrick's Day. Peace, love, and rock and roll to y'all.